Good afternoon, children. So, after completion of integers, we have already started fractions and decimals. You have rational numbers also in that. So, fractions and decimals part we are going to do now. So, we know part of a whole is a fraction. What is a fraction? Part of a whole is a fraction. Part of a whole is a fraction. So, we learned how to add fractions, addition of fractions, subtraction, comma, multiplication and division. So, we learned what is a fraction. Anything that is a part of a whole is called a fraction. Addition of fractions, subtraction, multiplication and division of fractions. Division of fractions. Suppose I give you fractions of this form: 2 by 3, 5 by 7, 7 by 8, 9 by 11. All these are examples of proper fractions. We learnt already. Numerator is smaller than the denominator. 4 by 3, 5 by 2, 7 by 4, 8 by 5, 9 by 4, 11 by 3. These are all improper fractions. Improper fractions. Numerator is greater than the denominator. 2 1 by 2, 3 1 by 3, 4 1 by 5, 5 1 by 6, 2 3 by 7. All these are mixed fractions. All these are mixed fractions. So, all these we learned in earlier classes. Types of fractions. Proper fraction, numerator is greater than the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Improper fraction, numerator is greater than the denominator. Mixed fraction, containing a whole number and a proper fraction. Such fractions are called mixed fractions. Next, now I write 3 by 2, comma 5 by 2, comma 1 by 2, comma 17 by 2, comma 9 by 2. Write in ascending order. Ascending order means you know smaller to bigger fraction. Here all the denominators are same, so these are like fractions. So, when you have like fractions, you can compare the numerators. The numerator with smaller value is the starting value. Here 1 is the smaller numerator. So, 1 by 2, comma 3 by 2, comma 5 by 2, comma 9 by 2, comma 17 by 2. This is the ascending order of the given fractions. If I write 17 by 2, comma 9 by 2, comma 5 by 2, comma 3 by 2, comma 1 by 2, this is the descending order of the fractions. So, ascending order and descending order is possible if the fractions are like fractions. Next, 6 by 5, comma 11 by 10, comma 19 by 5, comma 7 by 10, comma 5 by 10. Now, you want to arrange the fractions in ascending order. Here you observe whether the denominators are same or not. The denominators are not the same. Then what to do? We want to convert the fractions into like denominators. For all these you can find LCM. LCM of 5 and 10 is 50. So, multiply 6 by 5, both numerator and denominator with 10. you get it as 60 by 50, comma 11 by 10 into 5 into 5, 55 by 60, 19 by 5 into 10 into 10, 190 by 50, 7 by 10 into 5 into 5, 35 by 50, 5 by 10 into 5 into 5, 25 by 50, 25 by 50, here also it is 50. Now you observe all the denominators are 50 itself. Therefore, now you write the fractions with respect to the numerator. 25 by 50, then 35 by 50, then 55 by 50, then 60 by 50, and finally 190 by 50. This is the ascending order. So 25 by 50 you got from 5 by 10, 35 by 50 you got from 7 by 10, 55 by 50 you got from 11 by 10, and 60 by 50 you got from 6 by 5, and 190 by 50 you got from 19 by 5. So this is the ascending order of the fractions. So how to write ascending order of the fractions? By writing the given fractions into like denominators. That means we are converting the fractions into like fractions. Fractions having the same denominators are called like fractions. You try this as homework. 8 by 3, comma 7 by 6, comma 3 1 by 4, comma 5 by 3, comma 11 by 4. So all this you want to write in ascending order by converting the denominator into same denominator. That means we are converting the given fractions into like fractions. When the fractions are converted into like fractions, we can write them either in the ascending order or in the descending order. This is homework for you. 8 by 3, 7 by 6, 3 1 by 4, 5 by 3, 11 by 4. Calculate 3 by 5 plus 7 by 4. We want to add these two fractions. So what is the LCM for 5 and 4? First step we write as it is. Second step, LCM of 5 and 4 is 20. LCM of 5 and 4 is 5 into 4, where they are successive numbers, 20. 5 divides 20 4 times, so 4 into 3 12. 4 divides 20 5 times, 5 into 7 35. 35 plus 12 47 by 20. You can write 47, you can divide it with 2, 20, 22 is 40, remainder 7. You can write it as 2 7 by 20. So it is an improper fraction, you can write it as a mixed fraction. So this is how we can add fractions having different denominators by taking the LCM of the denominators. Five by 6 plus 7 by 12. Now observe the denominator. First step as it is. LCM of 6 and 12 is 12. Since 12 is a multiple of 6. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. So 12 is a multiple of 6. So 6 divides 12 2 times. So 2 into 5 10. 12 divides 12 1 time. 1 into 7 7. So the answer is 17 by 12. Or you can write it as 1 5 by 12. 12 ones are 12. 12 plus 5 17 by 12. This is also improper fraction represented in mixed fraction. 5 by 6 plus 7 by 12. LCM of 6 and 12 is 12. By dividing with 6 you got 2. 2 into 5 10. By dividing with 12 you got 1. 1 into 7 7. 10 plus 7 equal to 17. 17 by 12 is the new fraction, which you can write as 1 5 by 12. Next. These two you try homework. 1 7 by 8, 1 7 by 8 minus 1 by 5. Here you want to do subtraction. Same process, LCM and subtraction. 4 1 by 2 plus 3 1 by 3. So these two problems you want to do as homework by taking LCM and simplification. You can try this. 1 7 by 8 minus 1 by 5, 4 1 by 2 plus 3 1 by 3. Next, simplify. Simplify 1 by 4 of 3. Of stands for multiplication, already I told you. So follow this. Solution 1 by 4 into 3. No cancellation possible, so the answer is 3 by 4. Second one, 5 by 8 of 2 by 3. Second problem this is equal to 5 by 8 into, of stands for into 2 by 3. Here this 2 and 8 you can cancel, 2 1s, 2 4s. Now 5 into 1, 5, 4 into 3, 12. So the final answer is 5 by 12. Next one, third one, 15 by 4 of 2 1 by 7. 15 by 4 of 2 1 by 7, or directly 15 by 4 into 2 1 by 7. 7 2s are 14, 14 plus 1. 15 by 7. No cancellation possible. 15 into 15. If you multiply, you will get 225. 4 into 7, it is 28. 225 by 28. Next. Last one in this Roman. 3 1 by 3 into 2 2 by 5. 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 1. 10 by 3 into 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 2. 12 by 5. 5 1s, 5 2s, 3 1s, 3 4s is equal to 2 into 4. So the final answer is 8. So what we are learning here, how to multiply fractions and how to simplify them. And here cancellation is the point you have to remember. So I multiplied here. 10 by 3 into 12 by 5. 5 1s, 5 2s. 3 1s, 3 4s. 2 into 4, 8. 1 into 1, 1. So the final product is 8. Next, calculate the following. 3 by 4 divided by 3. First problem. Solution. First step as it is, 3 by 4 divided by 3. 3 by 4. The reciprocal of division is multiplication. So into this 3 can be written as 3 by 1, actually it is. It can be written as 1 by 3. Now 3 and 3 gets cancelled. The final answer is 1 by 4. Second problem. 8 divided by 2 1 by 7 is equal to 8 divided by 15 by 7 is equal to 8 into 7 by 15. 8 7s are 56 by 15. 15 3 is 45, remainder 11. So 3 11 by 15. You can write the improper fraction as mixed fraction. Third one. 12 by 5 divided by 2 by 7 is equal to 12 by 5 into 7 by 2. Reciprocal of division is into, reciprocal of 2 by 7 is 7 by 2. Now 2 1s, 2 6 are. 7 into 6, it is 42 by 5. You can write it as 8 to 2 by 5. Last one. 5 1 by 2 divided by 2 9 by 11. 2 5s are 10, 10 plus 1. 11 by 2 divided by 11 2s are 22, 22 plus 9. 31 by 11 is equal to 11 by 2 into 11 by 31. Here no cancellation possible, so 11 into 11 it is 121. 2 into 31 it is 61. 121 you want to divide with 61. 61 1 61. Remainder 60. So 160 by 61. This is how we added, subtracted, multiplied and divided fractions. Already I mentioned, we all learned about addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of fractions. So this is why it is given under review exercise. All these problems are given under review exercise. Textbooks are available in school, so all the students must purchase the material from the school so that you can understand the subject well. Next. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. What is this fraction? Say for example 2 by 3. What type of fraction it is? It is a proper fraction. Why it is proper fraction? Since the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Now I am multiplying both numerator and denominator with 5. What I get it? 10 by 15. This is also a proper fraction. So 10 by 15 is an equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. Why it became equivalent fraction? So 10 by 15 is obtained by multiplying both numerator and denominator by the same number. So how you get equivalent fractions? The given fraction, numerator and denominator are multiplied by the same number. The result is the equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Suppose you multiply 2 by 3 with 6. 12 by 18. Suppose you multiply 2 by 3 with 10, both numerator and denominator, 20 by 30. So 10 by 15, 12 by 18, 20 by 30, all these are equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. How you get equivalent fractions? By multiplying the numerator and denominator of the given fraction by the same number, we get the equivalent fraction of the given number. Next. There is an activity that I will explain you in the another class. We will take up some verbal problems now. In a school, out of 180 students, 4 by 9 are boys. 4 by 9 are boys. Find the number of girls. Find the number of girls. Solution. How many students are there? 180. We start with that. Number of students in the school is equal to 180. Number of boys is equal to 4 by 9 of 180 is equal to 4 by 9 of stands for into 180. 9 ones, 9 20s. 4 into 20 is equal to how many boys are there? 180. Therefore, number of girls from the total number of students, if you subtract number of boys, you get 100, which is equal to the number of girls. So number of students in the school equal to 180. Number of boys equal to 4 by 9 of 180 is equal to 80. And number of girls is equal to 180 minus 80 equal to 100. Another problem. Cost of 22.5 kgs of apples is in a wholesale market is rupees 1170. What is or find the cost of 1 kg of apples. solution. First step, you can write this: cost of 22.5 kgs of apples is equal to rupees 1170. Cost of 1 kg of apple is equal to rupees 1170. You want to divide with 22.5 is equal to 1170 divided by 45 by 2 is equal to 1170 into 2 by 45. 5 table, 5 nines, 5 ones, 5 remainder, 5 twos 10, remainder 1 17, 5 threes 15, remainder 25 fours. Now 9 table, 9 ones, 9 twos 18, remainder 5 54, 9 6 are. So 26 into 2. So the cost of 1 kg of apple in the wholesale market is 52 rupees. They gave the cost of many apples 22 kgs. 22 kgs means a large number. It is how much? 1170 rupees. We want to find the cost of 1 kg of apples is equal to 1170 is divided with the total weight 22.5 kg. 22.5 is mixed fraction written as 45 by 2, and in the calculation 1170 is multiplied by 2 by 45, and the final answer is rupees 52. And you can find cost of 5 kgs of apples. So cost of, I'll write here, cost of 5 kgs of apples is equal to 52 into 5, rupees 260. So first they gave cost of 22.5 kg. I found the cost of 1 kg of apples, and then finally I found the cost of 5 kgs of apples. So here we did the division and then we multiplied. So both division and multiplication are present here. Next we will take up exercise 2.1. In Jagananna Gorumudda scheme, each student got 3 by 20 kg of rice per day. Find the weight of rice required for 60 students in a class per day. So if you purchase textbook, you can write questions from that. So I am writing the answers. Rice per day per student is equal to 3 by 4 kg. Rice required for 60 students for 1 day is equal to, number of students is 60, each student required 3 by 4 kg. So 60 is multiplied by 3 by 4, 4 ones, 4 15s, 15 into 3. So the total weight of rice required for 60 students per day is equal to 45 kgs. Sorry, it is 3 by 20 I wrote mistake. 3 by 20, 21s, 23s, 3 into 3, it is 9 kgs only. So what is the rice required for 1 student for 1 day? Per day per student is equal to 3 by 20. Rice required for 60 students for 1 day is equal to 60 into 3 by 20. That gives us 9 kgs. Next, what is the perimeter of the rectangle if each side of the triangle is 5 3 by 10 centimeters? So we want to find the perimeter. Equilateral triangle means all the 3 sides are equal. All the 3 sides are equal is equilateral triangle. This is given to be 5 3 by 10. This is also 5 3 by 10. This is also 5 3 by 10. So each side of An equilateral triangle is equal to 5 3 by 10, that is equal to 53 by 10, 53 by 10 centimeters. Perimeter is equal to sum of all the three sides, 53 by 10 plus 53 by 10 plus 53 by 10. The denominator is same, so 10. Add all 53s, 53 plus 53 plus 53. It is equal to 159 by 10 is equal to 159 you divide with 10. 10 ones 10, remainder 5, 9. 10 5s 50, remainder 9. So the total length of the triangle is 15 9 by 10 centimeters. This you can multiply also and do, because all the three sides are same. Either addition or multiplication is possible here. 3 into 53 by 10 will give us 159 by 10, and the perimeter of the triangle, that is equilateral triangle, is equal to 15 9 by 10 centimeters. All the three sides are equal. Such triangles are called equilateral triangles. Next, Surya can walk 18 by 5 kilometers in 1 hour. How much distance he can walk in 2.5 hours? Distance Surya can walk in 1 hour is equal to 18 by 5 kilometers. Distance he can walk in 2.5 hours is equal to 18 by 5 into 2.5 is equal to 18 by 5 into 5 by 2. 2.5 is a mixed fraction, convert that into improper. 5 by 2, 5 5 cancels, 2 ones 2 9s. So the distance he can walk in 2.5 hours is 9 kilometers. If the length and breadth of a rectangular garden are 27 by 2 and 15 by 2 respectively, find the area of the garden. Next problem. Length and breadth of the rectangular garden is equal to 27 by 2 and meters, 15 by 2 meters. We need to find the area. Area is equal to length into breadth, 27 by 2 into 15 by 2. No cancellation possible. 15 7s 105, 15 2s 30, 30 plus 10 40, 405 by 4, or 405 you can divide with 4, 4 ones 4, 0, keep 0 here, this 0, bring down 5, 4 ones 4 is equal to 101 1 by 4 meter square. Area is represented in square units, which is meter square. Last problem for today's class. Gopal bought 3.5 kgs of potatoes in the market. If he paid rupees 84, then find the cost of 1 kg of potatoes. Number of kilograms of potatoes is equal to how many kgs of potatoes he purchased? 3.5 kgs. That is equal to 7 by 2 kg. Amount paid is equal to rupees 84. Rupees 84. Cost of 1 kg of potatoes is equal to 84 divided by 7 by 2. 84 division opposite is into 2 by 7. 7 ones 7 12s, and the cost of 1 kg of potato is 24 rupees. This is how you can multiply, add, divide fractions. All this we learnt in earlier classes. Just we are continuing the same and we are going to learn some new concepts like decimal fractions, how to multiply, how to divide, and then multiplication of decimal numbers, and then division of decimal numbers, and division of decimal numbers by different values like multiples of 10, etc., and unit exercise also will come, and then we will get number series here also, and after that we are going to do third chapter, simple equation. It's a very simple chapter. We did many problems in fractions already, I explained. So that is why the pattern of this exercise is very simple. So you can do it very easily. Follow the class carefully. All of you purchase textbooks from your school, that is our school. So it is available readily in the office. So all the children is supposed to purchase the books so that you can follow the exact lessons in all the subjects. Okay children, we continue in the next class. Thank you.